How's it going, everyone? It's just a lovely 18-degree morning here, Sunday morning, and current situation, Suburban, started smelling fumes, and quickly figured out it was gasoline fumes, and that it was coming from driver's side under here. Come to find out that you can see the stain there. Of course, gasoline's leaking, and common issue apparently on these is the tubes that come out of the fuel pump assembly, out of the top of the tank. They rot. They rust, rot, whatever. And of course, where I live in New York, they salt the crap out of the roads, so everything gets corroded up there and rots it out, and then the fuel lines start leaking. So at first I was still using it because it wasn't really dripping. It was just some residue on the bottom of the tank. But then last week or the week before, I don't know, I tried to use it and it was dripping fuel everywhere. So that was the end of that. So I ordered up new fuel pump assembly. So I'm going to be dropping the tank today. It's way too cold to do it out here, so it'd be tempting to squeeze this monster into my garage. I don't even know if it's gonna fit. It may just barely fit. So I'm gonna start shuffling cars around now, and we'll see if we can make this happen. Let's see how these old cars start up in this weather. Grand National is on E85, which is it's known for difficult cold starts. Try the 67. This one's a carburetor, but it has an electric choke, so usually it starts right up. Not too much trouble. Four pumps today. Alright, let these run for a minute or two. So, of course, immediately run into a problem. The tank strap has a bolt, and there's some sort of captured nut up there, which is rotted out, and so the whole thing just spins. You can't get the bolt out. And there's no way to access it. The frame's right there. So the only way is to cut the strap. So I guess that's what I'm doing next. With gas dripping in my face. Rear is the same situation. That one came out a little bit more, but just the nut is spinning. So I ended up using this little saw. I think it's a body saw. This is one of my favorite tools. Little, small blade. And got right up where I needed to. Quickly cut the strap. Already ordered new straps from Amazon. They're coming in 2 days. Yeah, so took off the back wheel. And then there's this access area here. And that's the nut in there. Hopefully we can grab that with this open end wrench and that'll take care of that bolt. Okay, so that worked. Bolt is out. Strap is down. Got the jack positioned under the tank. We're gonna lower that down next. See what the next surprises might be. It's all fun, right? Having a blast on Sunday afternoon. Getting lightheaded from all the gasoline fumes. Oh, and we got more drippage. You just love GM quality. Car is like 12, about to be 13 years old, and it's completely falling apart. That's not a great sign. Gravity is going to be my friend. What is the hole? I guess I gotta get the other side of the straps released. So a couple hours later, finally got this thing down. Still not completely detached. I've got one evap hose that I cannot get off. I can't get in there. My arms aren't long enough. So I might have to just do it right here underneath. So now I've got this rusty situation. I gotta try to spin this ring off. So far, it's not budging. 4 hours since we started on this. Everything is finally out. And this is why we had gas leaking. Every single bolt, clip, hose, you name it. The ring, every single step fought me hard. Everything was extreme. Really regretting doing this. Never I should have taken this on. But we're halfway there, so now we got to keep going. But if you have a truck like this in an area of the country that uses salt on the roads, I would say don't even bother, don't even try. Bring it, have it done, or just drive the thing, pull it off to the junkyard. Because this is just not worth it. So I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit and start getting things back together. So when I took the fuel hoses off the old pump, I keep losing everything. So these little pieces were stuck onto the tubes in the old pump. These little, looks like little plastic collars, and then there was O-rings, and they've since broken. They remained stuck on the old rusty tubes when I pulled these off. So I tried to just put them back on the new tubes with the O-rings, which weren't broken in the beginning. and then put these on. I could not get the just everything. These retaining clips. I could not get it to shut on the new fuel pump. And then I guess I just realized, like, these fuel hoses are shot. Okay. This collar is supposed to stay inside. Like, this one is still in here, and the O-rings are down in there. They're not supposed to come out. So I have to find new fuel hoses. This one is easy. I found this one. Fuel feed hose, no problem. It's like 35 bucks. Now the problem is the other one. It's wrapped up in all of these fuel lines that attach to the back side of the tank, and I don't know, I might have to buy the whole assembly. It's like very expensive. I don't know what's going on. I gotta figure this out. This line here runs all the way around, and it's attached with these miraculous clips that I can't get them undone. So I gotta call it a night. It's almost 8 o'clock. I got work tomorrow. I gotta get the kids up for school tomorrow. And I'm totally shot. So I gotta find this. I gotta get this. I gotta get this. And then I can hopefully put this all back together. So it's the next day, and I think I may have found a solution that may work for these fuel line connectors. So I got this at Advanced Auto. It's a Dorman Quick Disconnect fuel line repair kit for the nylon line, which is this. So I've got the bad connector, which came apart, and I pulled it off the rusty old pump. So this is a little bit different, this end, but I just tried it on the line, on the pump, and it connects. And it's the right size, so it should do the trick. So the instructions, or basically they give you a little bit of extra. So you cut it and splice it using this barb they give you. And the instructions say to soak the nylon in hot water for 10 minutes, and then it will soften up and push over this. So we're gonna try this now in the kitchen. So now we're on day number 3 of this fiasco, and finally got the tank out from under the car. So there was one line, this one, which I could not get this dumb clip off of. This is the charcoal vapor canister. I think it's called a vapor canister. So there was two 13 millimeters that put it up to the cross member frame of the car. Surprisingly, those came out because everything's been fighting me. And then I was able to reach in and get this, and man, these things, every one is different. So you got this style, you got that style, you got this style. Every single one is different. I don't know how they work. They're horrible. They're brittle. Let's just put it this way. Whoever designed these connectors should probably be in prison for many years because it's torture. So then this one, yeah, it was this one, trying to get the clip out from under there, I couldn't really get a good sight on it, a good reach, and the little retaining part, of course, broke. So now I got to figure out a way to secure that. I got a new vapor canister, and I figured while this is out, might as well change it all. I blew out all of these lines, these evap lines, and you know, usually these things go bad and the pellets, the charcoal comes out. I haven't seen anything, nothing, there's no pellets. So I guess this thing's probably actually okay, but we're gonna replace it while we have it out. So now my next plan is, because this thing still has a ton of fuel in it, even though the gauge said less than a quarter, it weighs about 500 pounds. So I have this little electric fuel pump, and I'm going to attempt to siphon as much gas as I can out of this thing. I've got two empty 5-gallon containers. So that's the next deal. Once I get it empty, I can, I think at that part, finally start getting this all back together and into the car. It's 9:45 in the morning. We'll see how many hours this is going to be. I'd like to be done by dinner time. That would be pretty awesome. Hit another roadblock with the siphoning idea. The filler neck is blocked with some kind of device. I have no idea how gasoline gets into this when you fill the tank. It looks just like it's completely closed off. And then I tried to connect it to the one of these, both of these tubes. Now they must have a one-way check valve because nothing was coming out. I tried snaking a tube through this little device, but either I'm hitting the 90 degree or there's another check valve. So we're just gonna have to wrestle with the 500-pound gorilla. On to the next step. The hot water method did not work. When they tell you to put the nylon in hot water for 10 minutes, did absolutely nothing. So I found another method. This guy posted a nice video online where he, instead of heating the tube, which I was afraid of, what if I heat this with a heat gun? What if I distort it? And then I'm really screwed. So he showed how he heated the metal barb instead of the tube, and then was able to slide over the tube. So I got my heat gun, I got my vice grip, and that'll be the next thing I attempt. So that actually went quite well. Heated up the metal barb for about 40 seconds on each side. Be able to slide the tube over. So that one's repaired, and then here's the other one. These will clip on, and being it went so easy, probably means it's gonna leak like crazy. So we'll see. Hoping for the best, expecting the worst. The retaining clip broke off. I ended up putting a zip tie through the connector, and it seems to be holding. So that should be fine for now. Next step, I got the front strap bolt out. I was able to get, once the tank is out of the way, I was able to get the 15mm wrench up here to hold the nut. Got the bolt out. Now I'm going to be putting my replacement hardware in, which was one smart thing that I did. I ordered ahead because I figured these would be a problem. So you can see how they will clip on, and then these will promptly rust out. But by that time, this thing will be long gone. We hope. Getting the tank back into position to get it back up into the car. I'm still waiting for the replacement straps, tank straps to arrive. Amazon, of course, now they're saying it'll arrive by 10 p.m. I wish it was a little bit sooner, but I'm getting this up either way. If I have to hold it in with a ratchet strap for now, that's what I'll do. So my plan is to get the front of the tank up on some blocks of wood, and get the jack under it, try to get the front up into place, and then get back to the rear. And I believe this has to go over the cross member before it gets plugged into there. So I got to keep that off for now. And then every other line, also the wiring connectors, still need to be plugged in. So I'm going to start getting it up a little bit first into position, and then start plugging everything in. So it's about 12:45 6:40 almost, and I can't wait for Amazon to deliver these new tank straps. So I got my crappy welder out and did my best booger welding job to put the strap back together for the front. I know it looks horrible, but it should work, at least temporarily. Once the new straps get here, it won't be that hard to swap them out now that I've got all new hardware and everything. So this is just to get me going for now. So tank is almost up into place. Just gotta position it just a little bit more and it should be good to go. The big moment is finally here. Well, after 2 o'clock, a couple hours to get that tank back in slowly, side to side with the jack, the straps, getting all of the connectors connected. Most of them fought me very hard, but they're in. I don't trust my welding because I know it's horrible, so I've got that strap in. Seems fine, but just for good measure, I put a safety strap until I get the new strap for the front. So now we are going to power everything on and hope that there's no gas leaks, because if there is, I give up. I can't even imagine what I would do then. So, all right, here we go. Pump, come on. That's a good sign. Let's fire this baby up. So far, looking dry. That's a major relief. No check engine lights. All right. Put the wheel on, get this thing out of here. Everything seems good. Gas gauge working, driving, not leaking, not smelling. Glad that's over. So this is a job I would definitely recommend not doing yourself. Maybe you have a helper, you have a lift, you're in an area where your car isn't going to be all rusted out. Maybe it's possible, but I would definitely never do anything like this again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully on the next video we'll have something that's a little bit more enjoyable. Anyway, please subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. No Fast Garage.